This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Today on June 17, 2025, the Court of Arbitration for Sport, in short CAS, has come out in regard to a judgment in regard to the case CAS 2025/A/11347 Inter Kashi FC versus AIFF, Churchill Brothers FC, Goa and Namdhari FC. And in that judgment, CAS was represented by the president, Franz de Vega, and the other arbitrators were Michel A.R. Bernasconi and Jeffrey G. Benz. And the gentleman heard the case, and the decision was very, very clear that the AIFF Appeals Committee had not followed the own jurisdiction of the AIFF in regard to also the framework in which the clubs play the I-League, and that in the end of the day means that Namdhari FC fielded an ineligible player against Inter Kashi. It also points out that it is on Namdhari FC or any other club to ensure that they know if the player is eligible to play or not. And I've said this in earlier videos, I've said this in my lives. Create an Excel sheet. Keep the yellow cards in there. Print it out to have an offline version if you need to. Do not go by the AIFF, CRS or the match commissioner because they could do a mistake. And this has happened because it happened. And therefore, it is very, very clear that the fault is on one side with Namdhari FC, but on the other side, which is much worse, the fault is with the appeal committee of the All India Football Federation. This is a huge embarrassment to the AIFF and to Indian football. And I do not know if that has been registered in Indian football. If you cannot stay between your own jurisdiction and that a club of yours, in this case Inter Kashi, has to go to CAS to get justice, it is an embarrassment for Indian football. Very clearly, Namdhari FC lose the match 0-3, the 3 points go to Inter Kashi, and in theory, Inter Kashi would be champions of the I-League and get promoted to the ISL. But there's a second case in regard to the Mario Barco registration, and we'll have to wait for that. And we'll have to wait and see. Further, the cost of the arbitration will have to be shared. Inter Kashi will have to pay 20%, the AIFF 40%, Churchill Brothers as well as Namdhari FC 20% each. On top of that, the AIFF would have to pay 2,000 Swiss francs, Churchill Brothers and Namdhari 1,000 Swiss francs each to Inter Kashi as legal contribution towards its legal costs and other expenses incurred during this arbitral proceedings. And very, very clearly stated by CAS, all other and further motions or prayers for relief are dismissed. So, with Inter Kashi leaving Indian shores after the appeal committee's decision going to CAS, means that CAS is the final instance in this matter. If someone in India thinks I can go to the Supreme Court or maybe to some High Court, you can't. And I said, to me, it's an embarrassment, but is it understood as such? That is my concern. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? If you've got anything else to add, write those things down in the comments below. And as always, Like, share, and subscribe Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very, very soon. So now Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.